Monday. Right guys, just make sure that I'm focused on me. Awesome. Oh, the other Monday, I had some comments. Let me sit forward so you can see me a bit better. The other Monday, I had some comments, and hands in the air, I'm the one in the wrong. I had a panel upside down in my customer's kitchen. That is full on wrong. I know that's wrong. I've just rushing around, put it in, and it's going in upside down. It's incorrect. I've messaged my customer. I won't give out the customer's details, but a video went live on Monday, yesterday, and then today's Wednesday. Tuesday, someone commented on the video and has outed me, and I hold my hands in the air. They've picked up an edge under the hob that's exposed, and I want to message you to say I can fix it or whatever you want me to do with it, and I can also reassure you, you don't need to worry about it. But if you want it changed, no expense, tell me where I can buy the panel. I'll absolutely fix it. I still want to do the podcast. I hope you guys are still okay with me, because I feel bad more than anything. It went on a bit. Anyway, this little message that I'm going to send out today, guys, is context. This man, this person, this woman, this guy, this female, this lady, this woman. I don't have context to who they are. I just have a username. Whoever they are, hands in the air. They've outed me. They are correct, factually, and kind of in their opinion. The end panel being upside down, facts. That's wrong. I've rushed. I've installed it wrong. It's wrong. There's no defending that. This is not going to be a video about me trying to defend myself or correct myself. That person factually is correct. But with the hob, context, again, I'm just trying to defend myself. I'm not saying I'm right, he's wrong, or he's right, I'm wrong, or anything. I'm just trying to give context so that, not just on my channel, or maybe on other channels, when you guys watch stuff, like I'm all for, and you would have seen, he commented on Monday, but on Friday I asked you guys to get involved in the comments. 99.9% of you guys are lovely, or you say it in a way that comes across politely, instead of like a blunt, oi, you've up, sort it out. I don't really, honestly, this has played on my mind a little bit all weekend and has given me a bit of brain fog, and like, how do I tackle this? How do I go about this first little bit of hate that I've had online? And in all fairness, like, comment what you want, guys. You know, if you want to tell me something, tell me it. I'll decide if it's important, nicely. And yeah, so I feel this is important, and I'm not attacking the guy, woman, said person, user. So I'm not going to like tag them or like anything like that. They are correct. Hands in the air, I was wrong. That panel's gone in upside down. But the thing about the hob, let me get onto this bit about the hob. Context. I'm born 1993, but all my mates are 1992 because I'm August. So I come out of school in the 2008 recession. It wasn't possible for me to jump into an apprenticeship, so I didn't really get into construction until like 2010, 2011, and literally I've started with a broom up my back side, sweeping as a labourer. So I've worked my way from the bottom to the top, so I have massive, massive respect for trades and knowledge. There's some trades out there that have just jumped straight into electrics, straight into plumbing, straight into whatever they've done. They've never done labouring and built their way up to their trade. I should imagine 80% of people have probably got on a broom, started at the bottom and worked their way up. But nowadays, yeah, people just want to do carpentry, just want to be a carpenter's mate. They don't want to watch, they don't want to learn, they don't want to sweep up, they don't want to clear up on site, they like whatever. So context. All I know is what I've been taught at college and sort of what I've picked up over the years. Said person come in the comments like, oh, at least YouTube how to fit something correctly, at least YouTube this. Like, I'm trying to think of a situation, like if you don't know, you don't know. If you walk into your house one night and the letterbox falls off, you pick the letterbox up and you go to fit it. Like, obviously you wouldn't fit it backwards or the wrong way around or something like that. But just like, I'm just trying to think of a scenario, yeah? Just hands in the air. If you don't know, you don't know. Like they come at me with like why they would do it outside, why would they would do it first, this, that and the other. So again, context. I could lie and I could be like, oh, the appliances didn't turn up till later, which sometimes happens, but these guys, DIY Kitchen, are brilliant. Everything turned up at once and everything was there. However, appliances were expensive, they went on last, they come off first, they were at the back of the garage and everything was stacked on top of them. Absolutely, it would have made sense for me to clamber through all of that and expose the hob, fit it outside, make less dust, do this, do this, do this. But the sizes and dimensions of that hob in the box versus on the wall or outside, like the sizes are the sizes, making it fit is making it fit. Marginally, in my opinion, not facts, marginally, in my opinion, using a multi-tool and cutting it all out made it a little bit harder, and yes, it creates dust. But have you ever tried making an omelette without cracking an egg? If dust is what you're worried about installing a kitchen or you're working in a trade, I'd ask the question, why are you working in the trade? We obviously do our absolute best to eliminate risks and make risks minimal, but cutting outside versus cutting in the customer's house and making, if I was cutting the entire kitchen in the house, I can understand. I would end up with sawdust everywhere. I cut one unit in the house, 0.1%, like, yeah, whatever percentage, 0.1% I cut in the house. The other 365 cuts I made outside on the driveway. Don't know what else to say on these comments other than he was correct, or said person in the comments was correct. I keep saying he. I don't know. It could be female. Other than that, the way he went about it, I'm sure their mum is really proud of them. Like, I don't know what they got out of attacking me in the comments, but whatever. I have now messaged my customer to right my wrongs, and yeah, I'm gonna go right my wrongs. Like, for context, like all of my customer base, because I work between one 30-mile-an-hour sign in the village and the other, I feel very lucky that I have a very, very, very tight community. Some people don't like me videoing, and I don't video. Some people are cool with it, some people are interested in it. Luckily, these guys are interested in it, and yeah, the customer, the boyfriend, the husband, the partner, will appear on camera and talk about this, and I will openly let him talk to me about how he feels about the wrong panel, how he feels about the whole build and everything. I respect people's opinions, but your opinion is not factual. So this guy that said about centering the hob, that does sound good, and I will try that. But I don't want to try that and then lose my front edge to the top of my unit and it look amazing from the top. But context, in my case, there was an oven below this. But in your case, you might have drawer pack, you might have a cupboard. You probably wouldn't have a cupboard, but whatever. Your top strip along the top of your unit, I hate, and this is just my opinion, this is not fact, I hate when I go and take apart old kitchens and there's like a tiny 5-10mm strip along the front that's just cracked, fallen away, hanging in the drawer. And I'm like, just why didn't you just move the hob 10mm further back, mate, is what I think in my head. So I can't agree, I can't disagree. The way the guy was talking, he is obviously, I keep saying guy, the way this person was talking, they are obviously professional and they do a lot of kitchens. I don't. CP, carpentry and construction. I have carpentry qualifications. That is what my qualifications are. But I've come from carpentry and general building background. I've not come from joinery background. I've not come from bespoke work. Well, I actually have come from bespoke work. I've just not done the bespoke work background. So I've seen bits of it. I haven't got involved with it. I enjoy doing, well, you'll see coming up, where I was working with my missus Amy, I enjoy doing the MDF units. I enjoy being handed a problem, and then I like making it my goal to solve my customers' problems and find a solution with an end result. I love that. I love hearing someone say, Charlie, we've got this going on, what should I do? And I say, hold my beer, I'm on my way. And I come up with solutions. A lot of the stuff I do is all domestic. I don't do site work. You get driven down on price, yeah, and all this. I like leaving my house at 8 and I like walking back in my house at 4 or sooner. I can't lie, or sooner. I obviously tend to Currently I'm super busy, hence I'm only just filming this on a Sunday. I've just come back yesterday, or like the early hours of yesterday morning. Yeah, I've just come back. No, sorry, it's Sunday. I got back Saturday morning. I've just come back from Trade Wars. Shout out to Trade Apps Limited. Shout out to, let's go through all the sponsors. They don't sponsor me, by the way. They sponsor Off the Job podcast. So go check those guys out. I think April last year I filmed, but I don't think it come out until so-and-so. Off the Job is at the bottom of my channel. Just go check them out. If you like plumbing, construction, painting, electrics, they're a trade podcast. They've got sponsors like Travis Perkins, CT1, Smarter Impressions, Sticker That, Talon, Trade Cart. Hopefully I'll get to do something with Trade Cart and I'll update you guys when I do. ITS, I've made connections with them hopefully. Plum Express, Flexi Gas, Power Tank, Trade Apps, Gas certification, Off the Job, and Electrical certification app. Shout out to all those sponsors. A massive thank you to, I want to say Kieran and Pete, but maybe it's just Kieran, but regardless, Off the Job and all of you guys at Trade Apps, massive thank you for the invite. Paintballing was awesome. I am battered and bruised. Hold on, you see that on my leg? Oh, you can't see that one. You can probably see them though. That's enough flashing for one day. Yeah, I had an awesome time. So massive thank you to them. Another little thing I'd love to highlight about said person calling me out in the comments and they're like, all the money you're earning, no, you shouldn't be charging a customer. They've attacked me over an end panel being upside down and they feel because of one thing I shouldn't get paid for the whole job. They're entitled to their opinion. You guys are entitled to your opinion. I could partly agree with this person and their opinion, but they just sound like the kind of person that would go out for a bad meal and not complain about it and then go online later and leave 1-star review. If you're going to be complaining, be man enough to say something. They've made themselves, to me, only to me, sound like a bit of a Karen. So, but still, they are very much correct with a lot of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying I feel like it's just their opinion. I'm waffling and I'm going on about it. I waffle a lot. So listen guys, apologies to my customers, and the message I'm trying to send with this, guys, is just think about all the context that perhaps you don't know to what's going on online in a video that you guys watch, and just in general, call people out, but call people out because you want to help them and you want them to do better. This person that's come at me in the comments sounds like he's very closed off. I keep saying he, I don't know who it is. This person in the comments sounds like they are very much closed off. They've probably been in the trade a long while. They probably feel like they know everything, and that's fine because they probably do know a lot, but they're obviously not going to learn any new tricks because they seem very closed off to the way they learn and the way they talk about the job online. So whatever, I can't educate someone that ain't going to listen. However, I'm all ears for listening and learning. If I say this all the time, if you guys think I can do something better, correct me in the comments. This person did. I just think they didn't go about it in the nicest way, but whatever. I'm sure their mum is really proud of them. Guys, today is a little bit of a rant, so take away from this. I was incorrect. I've told my customer I'm going to right my wrongs and we're all going to move forward. Thank you for pointing that out, and yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to start editing Wednesday's video. I am super busy, and yeah, I don't know what to add. I'm just super busy at the moment, so I do subcontracting to a different trade. I'm not going to say what trade. Like people in Discord perhaps know where I subcontract, but yeah, and yeah, I'm just struggling for time at the moment. I still need to do Moto Goyo's, I can't think of the username now. Still need to do the hand cut dovetail thing, but me being me, I love to do things professionally, so we have gone out and we've got a dovetail jig. I've obviously got the coping saw so I can do a hand cut one, I'm looking at other ways I can dovetail joint, so stay tuned for that. I'm probably going to drop that at Christmas or something, even though they asked me about this probably last Christmas, coming out last Christmas, like February time. They probably asked me to do this, so apologies that it's taken forever. I will get to it, but I'm trying to part-time do Amy's wardrobe, trying to work, I'm trying to do all sorts, mate. I'm trying to do all sorts, guys. Bear with me. Things may get slow, but I won't go. That's a rhyme. That's a wrap. I'm going to end it here, guys. Much love. Thanks for watching. I'm Charlie. I was wrong. They know what they're talking about. Was a bit of a Karen the way they put it across. That's all I've got to say on the matter. But I'm all ears to learning new ways, and I will try this person's new way. So, yeah, today's rant is over. Peace out. See you in the next ones, guys. Peace. Bye-bye.